What is up, everybody? What is going on? It is Monday, so you know what's going on. It's March 22nd. So, welcome to What's the 411. Super honored and blessed to have you guys with me. Another Monday, another great day, another great interview. I'm excited about today's interview. But I'm excited to hear what you guys are up to. Like, what's going on? How are you guys doing? You know that we're deep in this pandemic right now. We hit a year. I don't know if it was, I guess it was last week because today's Monday, right? So it was last week that we hit a year. And we're just, first of all, I would just like to say that, I think everybody is doing a really good job. We're doing pretty good. You know what I mean? Considering what's going on. So just check in with your loved ones, check in with people. Try your best to be as transparent as you possibly can, with how you're feeling. And sometimes we just need that extra support just to talk to somebody, you know what I mean? But be sure to check in with your people. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the most important things. I think if anything, this pandemic has taught us is making sure that we're checking in with people. These crazy eyebrows, right? Making sure we're checking in with people, making sure we are thinking about basics. Like, what I realized is that if you go back to basics, like just the basic things that you really, really need, you realize how much, number one, you can save. Also, number two, how much excess we were doing. You know what I mean? I'm talking for me personally. A lot of people that I speak to are saying the same thing. You know what I mean? So, think about the different things that we are saving right now. Think about, preserving your mindset with things that are totally important at this point and just focusing on what really matters. So that's exactly where we are right now. That's exactly where I am right now. And although we are stuck at home, because I am at home, working from home, doing all of that good stuff, I'm still trying to make sure that I'm pushing myself to do what it is that I need to do. So I, was speaking about it a couple weeks now. We've been in this COVID. We're getting comfortable. We're sitting down. We're not exercising as much as we should be. So, I decided to take it up a notch and really get myself organized again, trying to work out and, change the diet because I was getting a little bit too comfortable and, just eating all those good comfort foods and things that are not good for you, but you just gotta do that hard check with yourself. And if you guys were checking out my post today, especially, I said, you gotta be raw with yourself, and that's real and wise. So being real is not always easy, right? Being real with yourself is not always easy, but you know what you need. There are people on the outside that could look on the inside and tell you, you know what, hey, you're doing this, you're eating too much, you know what I mean? You're getting a little extra fluff, you know what I'm saying? You need to work that out. But at the end of the day, you always know what you need before anybody else is going to tell you. You know what I'm saying? So it's really, really important to make sure that we're focusing on the things that we need, just trying our best to do what we possibly can. What's up? Try to do what we possibly can to make sure that we are, we're just being real and wise with ourselves. You know what I mean? So it's not always easy, but it definitely is important to make sure that we do that. So, of course, I'm excited about today. We have a great author and humanitarian in the building. She's going to be coming on to join us, Cemone. So we're just waiting for her to pop in, and as soon as she does, then we will definitely just start the conversation with her. She's written a very powerful book that I'm interested in hearing the backstory about it, and she's extremely phenomenal when it comes to pushing herself. She talks about it all the time, so I just want to get in deep with her and talk about how she pushed herself through this extremely powerful journey and where she is right now and where she's going. So that's very exciting. And then what else do we have coming up? Of course, you guys know about the summit that I do every season. So we do have another summit coming up May 22nd. So I already have a couple of people signed up for this. I'm excited about that, and we are definitely excited to make sure. Hey, what's up? Yes, you made it, girl. One of these days we gotta reschedule because you were one of the first people that I was supposed to interview. And remember, I was still at the radio station, and that interview just it went totally sideways, and we weren't able to do it. So you definitely know that you're most welcome to pop on one of these days, and we definitely could talk about all the cocoa holistic stuff that you're doing out there globally and of course in South Africa, but you let me know. So yeah, we're having the summit May 22nd, which I'm really excited about. This summit is going to be the last of this kind of summit, and then we're going to take it up a big notch in August. We are going to take it up a huge, huge notch in August. In August, that's going to be our 1 year, and I am extremely excited about that. So we have a lot of different things planned for the August summit. I think it's August 22nd, not 100% sure. Sorry guys, 1 second. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, so August 22nd, and you guys are all welcome. There we go. Yeah, so August 22nd, if you guys are all welcome. May 22nd, sorry. You guys are all welcome to join. If you have anything that you want to advertise, let me know. I'll definitely advertise for you and try to organize how we're going to be doing the ads this time. It's getting better every single time. You know, I'm getting a little bit more tech savvy because I am like totally the worst when it comes to making these videos and trying to get everything organized. But things have been going on. Yes, definitely, definitely. Whenever you're ready, girl. And Chris, oh my gosh, Chris just joined the building. If you guys haven't checked out her bears, I am actually like, wow, taken back. Now I'm trying to think, what kind of bear am I going to be ordering? Because I really, really want to order. I want to order one of those. I don't know, like I like the was it a dog? And then a bunny rabbit. Like those look really good. Really, really good. Definitely know I'm going to give you guys more details about it. And once you guys know the details, if you know of anybody that is willing to, hey, how are you?
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Happy birthday.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. How are you guys
It,
doing tonight?
it is. We're doing good. We're doing good. It's your birthday. Everybody say big up to Simone because today's her birthday. You know, big
Yes.
birthday, right? How's your
Yes,
day?
yes, yes.
How's your
Thank you
day?
for having me.
Thank you for coming on. Thank you for sharing your special day with us, man. Come on now. How's, how was your day so far?
Oh man, it's amazing. It's so
That's good.
amazing. I'm so blessed to have some wonderful people in my life, you know?
That's good. That's good.
And it's a
Wonderful.
and it's a
So,
blessing to be alive, you know?
don't know. One more year. Every time that birthday comes around, there's no
Yes,
feeling like a
yes,
birthday feeling, right?
yes.
Trust me. Every time on my birthday, I feel nice too. Even though, you know, we get older every year, you still feel like a kid on your birthday.
Oh my goodness. I was smiling nonstop. I was like I felt
Yeah.
like a little girl again, you know, a little girl that was excited to have a cake and
Yep. Good for you, man. That's the
oh
way to
my
be.
God.
You have to be happy. Yeah. So, you got to introduce yourself, tell everybody who you are, what you do, and all that good stuff.
Oh man. So much to talk about though. Where do I start? So so hello guys. My name is Cemone Rowe. I am officially from Jamaica. You don't know. Okay. Okay, yeah. So I'm from Jamaica, but I'm living in Canada right now. I am also an author. I just I just published my first book. You guys can see?
It's a little
I feel
blurry.
like
What's the name of the title?
it's You Are Not Alone, A Mother's Journey. I don't know why my camera is so blurry. I don't know. Because
Just
usually
wipe it. Maybe wipe it and see if it'll come off.
okay,
Maybe it's just,
okay,
yeah,
let me try that. Because usually on Facebook it's very clear. So
yeah.
1 second, guys, I'm just gonna wipe. Oh, yeah,
There we
man.
go.
Yeah,
What?
they're gonna
Now
see
we can see you.
everything.
Yeah.
Okay, this is much better. Big up yourself, big up
Yes.
yourself. Thank you
What's
so
up,
much.
Queen Hustle?
Thank you so much for having me on. It
Oh,
was
no
so funny
problem,
though.
man.
It was so funny that you actually got me on my birthday.
I know because I asked you initially to be on the summit, and that was, I think, your son's birthday, was it, or your dad's
My
birthday? It
dad,
was
my
somebody's
dad's
birthday.
birthday.
Yeah, and then I was like, okay, and then you want to do the interview, and you're like, sure, and I'm like, May 20 or March 22nd. You're like, hey, that's my birthday.
That's
I'm
my
like, oh my gosh.
birthday. You have some selective time, eh?
I choose the most important times, man. Holy, that's crazy.
Oh
But
my
that's good.
God.
I'm blessed. Thank you. I appreciate you coming on and sharing your story with us. So talk to us. Talk to us about the book and your inspiration behind it and give us the juice.
The juice, yeah.
Mm.
Hi, Jodiane. I gotta big up my sister still. She's amazing. We literally just met not too long ago, but I
Yeah,
always say to people, it is not how long you have known people, it's the impact that they actually make on your life. You get what I mean?
very
Or the
true.
impact
Yep,
that
yep.
you guys make on each other life. I mean, we just met not too long ago, and it's like we've known each other for years.
100%.
Have you ever
Yeah,
met anyone like that before? Like it's
it
like
does
an
be like that
instant.
sometimes.
Yeah, it's like an instant connection. And like all
Yeah.
of our ideas, it's like we bounce off each other. It was like,
Mhm.
what? So, sorry, I jumped off a little bit, but I had to big her up still.
Yeah, for sure, for
She's
sure.
a real sister still. But yeah, as I said, guys, I'm originally from Jamaica, but I'm living here in Canada right now. And I just recently wrote my first book. And the reason behind it, this is the book, You Are Not Alone, A Mother's Journey. The reason behind it is because I lost one of my son. I originally had 3 children, but one of them passed away. He was diagnosed with anencephaly, and I don't want to cry today. I don't want to cry.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
it's a very emotional thing to talk about because I went through a lot with him. I went through a lot. When you talk about a woman of faith, when you talk about a woman of strength, when you talk about a selfless person, like I don't like to brag about myself, but these are things that people tell me on a daily basis. They say when I look at you and the things that you have gone through, like you inspire me. That's what people tell me, right? Because I'm not the one to be like, I am this. It's what people tell me that you know. But
Mhm.
I went through depression, guys, severe depression. Depression to the point where I almost died. I mean, like literally almost died. I saw my life flash before my eyes. And people always say to me, how do you find time to always smile when you are going through so much and when you have been through so much? And one of the things that I always tell people is that life is too short. Life is way too short to let it rob you of what is so precious. And that's being happy. You know, we cannot search
Mhm.
for happiness out there. Happiness, it is within us. And it's up to us if we want to be happy or if we don't want to be happy. And
Yeah.
oh my goodness, I go through depression with this. pregnancy, guys. I had 2 children prior to that. And when I tell you that I was going through a moment where I thought that I was not able to go anymore, like I felt like my life was about to end. That's how bad it was. But I always tell people that praying is so powerful. And I don't think people really understand the power that comes in praying. You understand? I was doubting a lot of things, like literally all my life. I used to pray, and then when I pray, you know, like, I don't know if you can relate. When you pray sometimes, you're like, oh my goodness, this is not gonna, God can't answer this. Like, you're doubting it, you know?
Yeah.
But after what I've been through, I'm telling you, my sister, now when I pray, I don't even look back to doubt it, because God has proven himself to me how powerful he is. And I have no reason to doubt him anymore. Anything that does not happen for me, I have come to realization now that anything that does not happen is because it wasn't meant to happen. So there is no reason I'm going to be like, oh my goodness, God has not answered my prayer. The problem with us today is that we are looking for things in a specific way. Like when we pray, we're asking God for something, but we're looking, we already program our mind, or we're expecting it, right? We're expecting it in a certain way, but sometimes God will divert it. God will answer it, but he will answer it in a completely different way than what you're expecting. But then we will go back and we'll say that God did not answer my prayer. But if you really analyze it, if you really go back and check, you will see that your prayer was answered, but just not in the way that you were expecting it to answer. That's the only thing, right? So go back to this book, guys. I like to empower, I like to motivate, I like to inspire. That is who Cemone is, all day, every day. So, so I don't know, I just feel this overwhelming joy today. You know, let me share this real quick. You see, at the beginning of my day, you guys know that today is my birthday, right? The beginning of my day, I won't lie to you, I was literally crying. I was laying down on my bed and I was crying tears because I was just thinking about my son who passed away. I said, my God, this is a second birthday that I have to go without my son. And it was very emotional for me. But then something in me say, why are you gonna let this ruin your day? It's like my son was kind of speaking to me, you know, in a spiritual realm or something. He was like, Mommy, why are you so sad? You don't need to be sad. This is your day. Enjoy it. Right? So I literally get up and I just start being happy. Like, I just make myself happy. I didn't even look for the source of being happy. I just literally made myself happy. So I started to smile. And I want to tell you guys something really powerful right now. You see, the moment you decide to take control of your emotion and in control of who you are, you will see that your surrounding, it begins to change. Your whole surrounding, it begins to change, because the moment I get up and I say, you know what? I have a makeup person coming to do my, you know, at one point. Like,
Yeah, you have to nice up yourself on your birthday, man. You know?
Oh, man. At one point, something in me was like, you know what, just cancel the whole day. I wanted to even just tell her, no, don't bother come. I'm not in the mood. You get what I mean? It's like everything was going wrong. I'm going to share something else with you. I literally ordered some wig. People probably know that I'm wearing the wig already, right? But I literally ordered some wig weeks ago. And I'm here praying, God, let this wig come out. I'm here praying. Every day I'm praying, God, just make it come. Even though I'm looking and it's saying it's not gonna come for a certain, I'm praying. I'm like, God, let it come, let it come. But it didn't come. It didn't come, guys.
No?
It
I thought
didn't.
you were going to say you're wearing it now. It just showed up at the door.
No, I wanted that, but that's what I talk about, right? That's what I talk about. Sometimes it's not what we want, and sometimes what we want, God is not gonna give us because He has something better, right? Not necessarily whatever, right? But what I'm saying is, look at the look that I have right now, right? The things that I ordered wasn't like this. And I had people are like, oh my goodness, I love the way you look. And I don't know, it just compliment my dress and everything, right?
Right.
So maybe God was saying, those ones that you ordered, that weren't gonna put the, you know, that wasn't the look.
Yeah, he set up the thing
Thank
for
you,
you.
guys. Maybe God was just saying, the ones that you order, it's not gonna go with this dress, my daughter. It's not. I was trying to tell you not to, but you're too stubborn. You still So I didn't get them. I didn't. So I had to go back out on my birthday. I had to go out and pick up one. And then when I got
Okay.
this one, and my makeup person, you know, do my makeup and I put it on and everything, I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah.
Right? Yes, you do. You look good. It looks good. Everything looks good. I seen the pictures on Instagram today and I'm like, okay, yes. Happy
Yeah.
birthday.
Girl, I'm telling you, you know what? I want to even put this out there as you said that. You know, I had it all in mind. I'm like, you know, I want to do a photo shoot. You know, it's my birthday and whatever. And I need to treat myself. People are like, you know, girl, go treat yourself. You know, go treat yourself. But like, they're not like, where the money going to come from? You get what I mean? So I check out a photographer. And the price that she tell me, I was like, are you serious? They're like, yeah. I'm like, I said, no. But God is so good, though. God is so good. One of my friends hooked me up with the makeup. And when the makeup was finished, it was her sister that came and do the makeup, right? She said, it's a birthday gift for you. I'm going to let her, you know, fix you up or whatever. And when she done, I was thinking to myself, because the dress that I have on right now, right? I have to strap up the back and everything. I didn't have anybody to do it. I didn't have anybody to do it because my kids can't do it. I'm here only with my 2 children. So I was even, before all of this, I was praying and I'm like, God, I don't know how this is going to happen, but I want to wear my dress today. I want to wear my dress. So I'm telling you guys how awesome God is. When she done my makeup and whatever, and she was about to leave, it's like something in me like say, ask, you know, ask. And I said to her, I said, you know what, I have, at first she said that, you know, that makeup, it looks so good on you or whatever. You just need something nice, like a nice ear. And I said, you know, I have one upstairs, you know, I have one upstairs. Let me try it on. So I put it on and I come down and she's like, what? That looks nice. I said, you know what? I have my dress upstairs too, eh?
Yeah. Help me.
So I said, are you in a rush? She said, no. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. I need some pictures. I need some pictures. Are you able to take some pictures for me? And she's like, no problem. It's your day. You know? And I go upstairs, I put on my dress and I come down. Imagine a complete stranger. A complete stranger. This is the first time we meet, you know. But I'm saying this to say that, you know, at times we might look at things and we might say that it's impossible, that it's not going to work out. But at times, all we need to do is just ask.
True.
Ask for what you need. Sometimes you just need to ask. Because if I was there and I'd be like, oh, I'm not going to ask her, then what would have happened? I wouldn't have got those pictures. You see? She took pictures so good that I didn't even need a photographer. Did you see those pictures?
Yeah, they look good.
When I'm
Good.
looking at these pictures, I am saying to myself, why did I need a photographer? Like, look at this woman. Like, at one point I said to her, are you a photographer? Like, literally, are you a photographer? Because the way that she was taking the pictures, it was like she was a photographer. Because she was telling me how to pose and everything. I'm like, what? So I was just thinking, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, God is good. Can you imagine? I got three in one. Three in one.
Mm.
I got somebody who do my makeup. I have someone who dress me. And then I have someone who take my pictures.
You got the works for your birthday. Imagine
Girl,
you had canceled though. Imagine you had
huh?
canceled, you wouldn't have nothing. I said, imagine
You,
you had canceled.
right? What if I'd cancel everything? Right? I wouldn't have all of this right now. And look at me. Look at me right now. Like sitting in front of you, looking like a queen and everything.
Yes,
Good
girl.
night, everyone. Oh my God. I'm a
Yes.
jokey person. I'm a very jokey person. I like to make people smile. I like to make people laugh. Because
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
that in life, sometimes we are just too serious. You know, sometimes
Yeah.
they say that laughter is a good medicine. It's a
Hmm.
very good medicine, and it makes you look younger. It makes
There's so many benefits to smiling and laughing. So many. So
exactly
many.
right. So
Yeah.
all we need to do sometime is just find reason to smile, find reason to laugh. You know, don't worry
Yeah.
if people want to think that you're crazy. Oh my God, I feel like I changed my whole what do you call it? I can't even think right now. I feel like I changed my whole story that I was telling. Like I dripped off, but that's how I am sometimes, you know. As I'm led, I just go. I just go with the flow, you know? Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
No,
But
but you were talking about your book. You were talking about the book and, all the different things that happened throughout your journey.
yeah, like my thing is this, when I share my story, my goal is to inspire people. My goal is to give people a different insight, you know, a different mindset about situations. You know, because a lot of times when we're going through things, we only think of the negative outcome. We focus on the issue that we're going through, but we never try to focus on the message that it's trying to teach us. You get what I mean? Because
Hmm.
at times it's so much easier to dwell on your pain, you know. It's so much easier for us to do that, but at this point I want to encourage people to shift your focus from the issue and start focusing on the solution. Try focusing on what is this trying to teach, what is this trying to teach me, what can I get
Hmm.
out of this after I go through this, what can I take from it? And what can I do with it? You see, as I mentioned before, I went through severe depression 2019. 2019, before my son died, I went through severe depression. I'm talking about depression to the point where I could not eat, I could not sleep, right? But at the same time, I was taking care of my two children. At the same time, even though I was weak, but how did I do it? That's something that people always asking me. How did you do it? And my answer is always that God is my source. He is my strength. You see, when I am weak, He will always be my strength. He will always sustain me, right? And I remember Even when I was going through it and I was asking, I was saying, I remember one time I was saying to God, like, what is this? Like, are you punishing me or something? Like, what did I do? I think that a lot of us at times in our life, we're asking God, like, are you punishing me? Because when you look at everything that you're going through, you're like, this is too much for one person. Like, this is a punishment. But I remember at one point when I keep saying that, I remember this little voice in me. It says, keep still and know that I am God. It says, I will never leave you nor forsake you. You get what I mean? And it's very important for us to know our Bible, because at times, those are the things that's going to sustain us. That is the rock that we're going to have to stand on, the word of God. I'm always preaching, always, because I want people to take, I want people to take the word of God seriously, because it's very important in our life. But if for some reason someone out there is not religious and they don't believe in God, I always encourage people that make sure you have something that when you call upon that thing or when you rely on that thing, it's not going to fail you. It's going to be able to sustain you. Because at times, your strength is not going to be enough. At times, we as human, we fall. And at times, it's so hard to get up. But when you have something that can sustain you, when you have something that can lift you up, then you know you're not gonna stay on that floor. You're gonna get up and you're gonna keep going. You get what I mean? So while I was going through that situation, all I could do is pray, because I was looking to the east, to the west, to the north, to the south. There was nobody. There was no family. There was no friend. I did not know where everybody went. It's like, it's like I was in a desert. That's what you call it, right? A desert, right?
Yes.
I was there. I was there and I couldn't see nobody. It's like I'm crying out for help, but there was nobody. Nobody could hear my voice. Nobody could hear me. And all I could do is just go down on my knees and pray. Pray, pray, pray. And as I pray, I start seeing, oh, God was answering my prayers. I start seeing, oh, God was sending people from the left to the... You remember I told you, there was nobody at the left. I mean, the east, the west, the north, the south, right? But after I prayed, I see people coming from all directions. I saw people coming to the point where I had to say, too much, can't. I had to be like, breaks. But I'm laughing, guys, not because it's funny, but because I am so thankful to be alive. I was going through something that I almost died more than once in that same year. I almost died twice. I was so big, my stomach was out here. When I'm walking on the street, people are like, oh my goodness, are you having a triplet? That's how big my belly was. At one point, people were like, how are you walking? Like, I don't understand. That belly that you have in front of you, you should not be moving. You should be laying down. But the person that I am, I'm a go-getter. You understand? I don't know how to sit down and just wait for things to happen. I'm a person that go and make it happen. So I didn't know how to sit down. And I have my 2 children that I have to feed. And when you're a single mama, you have your kids them to feed. You're not even thinking about how you're going to do it. You're just going to do it. You're just going to keep going. My kids them need food and stuff. I'm in the grocery store. I remember people walking up to me and they're like, oh my goodness, you should be laying down. What are you doing out here? You should be in bed. I said, listen, I have kids. I need to feed my children. So I'm going. You get what I mean? Oh my God.
Wow. So
The
when did
thing,
you write the book?
Mhm. I wrote the book. Actually, I started the book while I was pregnant. While I was pregnant with my son, before he died, I started the book. Because the reason why I started, I was so inspired to write this book too, is so I can change people's mindsets. Because I grew up, while I was growing up, people are always like, do not accept help from strangers. It is very dangerous. People cannot be trusted, right? But what they fail to remind us, or what they fail to tell us, is that there are actually good people out there.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, all of my people them that I'm dwelling with right now are people that I met through my journey. You see,
Yeah.
I don't remember who said it, but there's somebody that says something. I don't remember, I can't quote it word for word, but they said, you will know who your true people are through your darkest moments. You will learn who who really care about you through your darkest moments. When you're going through some things in life, that is when you are tested. And that is when you're going to see who is going to stick with you and who is going to walk away. Do you get what I mean?
Mm.
And I watch a lot of people walking away, including the father of my baby, the father of my son that passed away. He walked away because he was weak. He was very weak, right? But I learned how to forgive him, not because he deserved it, but because I deserve to be free from anything that he caused me. All the hurt, the separation, the pain, everything that he caused me, I choose to let it go. I choose to let it go. And I'm encouraging someone who is watching right now. If someone has caused you pain, it can be so unbearable. But don't choose to dwell on it, because as we're talking right now, I'm writing my second book. And one of the things, one of the things that I emphasize on it is the power of forgiveness. Because when you forgive, you set yourself free. When you forgive, you are not allowing that person to have power over you anymore. You are releasing yourself from them. So now you have the ability to do whatever you want to do. You can be happy. If you want to be sad, you can be sad, but don't stay sad. I'd rather you stay happy than to stay sad, right? But my point is this: when you let go of all that thing that they're holding, that they're using to how do you call it? What's the word? What's the word?
Like to hold you down?
Yeah, like I'm looking for this word, man. Like you know, like you're in prison, right?
Mm.
You're in prison when they have that all over you, right? Everything is like, it's like when you see them, you get angry. It's like they control everything. You understand? So you have to let that go so that they no longer have that power over you. So now when you see them, you don't even care when you see them. You're like, if they say hi to you, you just say hi. You know that you're not going to build a relationship with them anymore because you know what they have done to you. But at the same time, you're not going to be so angry that every time they come around you, like your worst is coming out. Do you get what I mean?
Right.
So they don't have power over you anymore. And that's one of the things that I had to work on within myself, especially with the father that has walked away. I never really hear from him again. But I always say, if I cross paths with him again, I will not be angry at him. Do you get what I mean? Because now I realize that some things is not even them, it's God. Because maybe God was using this whole journey to teach me something, to unleash me, right? Because believe it or not, if it wasn't for this journey, this book would never been written.
Right.
Right? It would never be written. And not only did I write this book, but I also start a charity program in my son's name that I'm using to impact so much lives. So one of the things that I even talk about in the book is that we can turn our pain into something incredible. We can use the things that we have gone through to touch the lives of other people. Because I use my pain, right? And I wrote this book through that journey because I see how it was impacting people. When I tell you, I was getting like thousands of messages. When I share my story online in a mother's group, I was getting thousands of messages of people like being impacted by my journey, by the way, the faith that I had, everything. People were just inspired. And I said to myself, I can't keep this to myself. I need to share it. Because if it's impacting all these people and they don't even know me, imagine what will happen if I actually put this out. So I pray and I ask God for wisdom. I say, God, give me the wisdom that I need to write this book. I want to put it in a way that is going to heal people. When people read it, they're always going to get something from it. Even if they don't believe in God, I still want them to get something from it. And it's so crazy that I remember a couple people, they wrote me after they read my book. And they said, I love the fact that you put the book in a way that you're not really forcing religion on people, but you're making it clear that you're making it clear that you're a faith-based person, but at the same time, you're not forcing it on anybody. You're giving them their free will, right? And that is what I believe as a writer. We have to make sure that we're not trying to force things on people, but we give them, we make it open to everyone. If you don't believe in God, it's okay. And if you believe in God, that's also okay. It's up to you, right? But at the end of the day, I still want you to get something from this when you read it. Whew. I feel like I'm all over the place.
No. I mean, it's like what you're saying is, it's important because a lot of people don't have the courage to tell their story. And with everything that you went through, you got to big up yourself on that one because you had not only the courage to pull yourself out of that dark place, but then to share it and try to inspire other people to help them when they're in a dark place because it's real.
Yep. It is very real. It is very real. And I'm just so thankful that God gave me that opportunity to actually use my talent now as a writer, because I've always wanted to become a writer. Like I've always been writing. I've been writing from I was like 12 years old. I knew I had a passion for writing from I was 12. Because I'm always that girl, that little girl that will be writing. At times I will be writing and I will pretend like I'm in a movie, right? I'm writing scenes, right? And wow. I remember I came across a few people and they're like, you're very talented. Like you have talent as a writer. I don't know if you understand it, but you do have talent as a writer. But people say anything. So I didn't even watch I didn't even watch what they were saying, But when my son died, it was like I wrote about this in my second book too. So, people gotta go and support these books because they're powerful. Right. One of the things that I said in my second book, just to go back a little bit, one of the reasons why I never pursue myself as a writer is because I was very afraid of what people would think of me.
Mm-hmm.
I know that the world is very judgmental. So you don't want to put your stuff out there and then people use it against you. Because people will use your story against you. And
Mm-hmm.
I was very fearful of that. I struggled with fear for a long time. But it so happened that after my son died, when I watched my son go down in that grave that day, I was standing over the grave in a cold, when I'm talking about cold, I mean freezing cold winter day. I was standing in that cemetery watching my son, my little baby that didn't even get 1 day in this world. He didn't even get the opportunity to even see this world. I watched my son go down in that grave. And as I'm standing there with tears running down my eyes, watching my son going down in that grave, one of the things that came up in my spirit is that I cannot be afraid anymore. Every fear that I have now, I'm going to bury it. That fear is going to be buried with my son. My son is going down in that grave and I'm burying all my fear with my son. No longer am I going to be afraid to be who God has created me to be. If you like me, you like me. If you don't like me, that is okay. I am no longer going to be afraid to share who I am. It's either you like who I am or you don't. And one of the things I came to realize is that no matter how nice you are, people are always not going to like you. People are always not going to like you. So why are you afraid of what people think when you already know that some people are just not going to like you? So I made a decision to myself and I said to myself, no longer am I going to be afraid. You see, even speaking to you like this, even coming at this video thing and talking, I'm telling you, usually, even when I used to do live video way back, when I'm supposed to go online, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. I'm like, oh my God, I have to go on right now. Oh my God, oh my God. I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to do this right now. Oh my God, should I just cancel? No. When you say, Simone, I need you to be on my show, I'm like, let's go. Somebody says, Simone, I need you to do this. I'm like, tell me the time. Tell me where. I'm there. Grace. My daughter's here.
Hey. She wants to say hi. She's like, Mommy,
Yeah.
it's your birthday. Hi.
It's our birthday. Right, Gracie? She
It's
likes
her birthday
rainbow
today
colors.
too?
You want to pull it? Okay. Say,
Her birthday is today too?
no. Her birthday is the Wednesday. And this Wednesday.
Oh,
Yeah, so
wow.
we're
Happy
doing a surprise.
birthday.
But the
Oh
reason
my
why I
God.
say that, is because every time I say it's my birthday, she said, no, it's our birthday. Say
That's
hi.
so cute.
Hi. What's your name?
Hi.
Grace. Your name is Grace?
Oh, what's up, Grace?
There's a cake right there.
So beautiful.
She's in trouble. She's
Oh
eating
my
up all my
God.
cake. She's always eating up my cake. Hi. Who is that? Is that Jodian? Jodian is there?
Yes,
Miss
yes,
Jodian.
yes.
She knows. He said, hi, Miss Jodian. Say hi again.
Hi, Dodian.
I cannot. Let me tell you something, eh? I can never do a live video without this girl, eh? She always find me. right?
That's okay.
You
That's
always
okay.
try to do
The
it, right?
kids are the future. They're a part of everything that we do, you know? So she just wants to be included. It's all good.
I know. I'm always I'm always good with including them, you know? Because one of the things that I always tell people is that it's good for us to be a role model for our children, right? And we should always try to include them in everything that we do because they learn. But make sure it's good things that you're doing. Don't include them in anything that is not good.
Of
Oh my
course. Yeah,
goodness.
they
What you
learn
put cake on me now for?
Taste the vanilla.
Taste the vanilla? Okay. She said to taste the
yeah.
vanilla. So
I can't, girl. Save me a piece. Save me a pice of that vanilla cake. It's my favorite
I
vanilla.
know. Come and get cake, man. There's so much, right? Look at this. You see that? That's our cake, by the way.
Okay.
I need to get those cakes.
Yeah.
Delicious.
So
Delicious.
Rainbow inside there.
she said there's rainbow inside there.
Okay.
She's too much for me, yeah.
Maybe the rainbow was like me.
You see, even her clothes. Look, you see, rainbow color.
You love rainbow, eh?
Yeah, this one is the red velvet one, but I didn't
I
even
know. I
know
was
she
just
did.
looking at that. I'm like, is that red velvet? Did I just
Yeah,
see that red velvet?
this one is
Oh,
earth. See, rainbow.
okay. Okay.
So this is the one. But she was eating red velvet too, and I didn't know she eat red velvet. This girl is too
I love
much, yeah.
red velvet. It's all good. It's all good. She's learning from mommy.
Yeah,
But you're
she
saying
is.
you have a charity too?
Yes, I have a charity that I use. Okay, bring this. Let Dante put it on for you.
No, that mommy can put it.
Mommy can do it. Mommy can do everything.
That's right.
Oh my goodness.
Super
Mommy,
mom.
mommy. Yeah, sorry. Give me 1 second, okay, Grace? I'm gonna do it in a second. All right? Eat cake in the meantime.
Now.
Eat cake in the meantime. So yeah, so I have a charity that I use to help people in Jamaica.
Can you see me? Am I back?
Yeah, your video was freezing up.
Okay. Yes, I'm not gonna keep you too long because I know you gotta, spend some time with the kids and do your thing. So just let everybody know about your charity, where they can grab your book, and then when we can expect, of course, book number 2.
Okay. So my charity, I use it to help people in Jamaica, right? So basically, between last year, I started last year. So between last year and this year, I send off 10 barrels to Jamaica that I use to feed people in the community. And right now, I'm working on a few more. I have some more donations up there. And one of the things that I focus on a lot is the mask. Because I see that a lot of people in Jamaica, the numbers are going up. And one of the things is that a lot of children, they're not having masks. So I get some donations and I send them off where I'm trying to push them to get children free masks so that they can use it to protect themselves.
Great.
So the name of my charity program is called Blessing Others as God Blesses Me. I'm going to be changing the name soon, but right now that is the name of it. Blessing Others as God Blesses Me. And okay. And my book, there you go. And my book, it is available on Amazon. It's available in Jamaica. and it's also available here in Canada. So that's what it looks like. You Are Not Alone, A Mother's Journey, a very powerful book. I would encourage every single person, go and get a copy. Especially if if you know someone who is depressed, if you know someone who have lost a child, if you know someone who is struggling with their faith, this book is a great tool. It's been helping a lot of people over the 1 second, please. Let mommy finish the video and then mommy is all yours, okay? I promise. All right? Oh my goodness. but yeah, so you guys can go there and grab this book. And what I'm trying to do right now, my goal is to finish my second book by this summer. So I want to finish it. Yeah, I know it's a tight one, but one thing about me, I'm very determined. When I set my mind to something, I make sure that I push, and if I have to burn the midnight candle, I would do it. But truly, you see, this book was written overnight. Like, usually when I couldn't sleep, I would be up like all morning, like 6 o'clock in the morning, I'll be up writing. Wow. That's what I used to do. But the good thing about it was that my mom was here with me, so she was keeping my company. Yeah. So now if I'm doing that, I don't have company to do that. So it's going to be a bit more difficult. Water? She's eating too much sweet, so now she wants water.
She's got to wash down the cake.
She has to wash it down, man. But thank you so much for having me on. I don't know, did I leave out anything?
I don't think so. I think, basically I just want to appreciate you for coming on your birthday. Thank you so much. And thank you for inspiring us, because your story is definitely phenomenal. It's very, very motivating. And we have to, make sure everybody gets out there, they get online and click the link in her bio, because I think you have the link to your Amazon to the book. You Are Not Alone. We definitely want to support you. And then let us know also how we can, if we have anything to donate for your barrels, let us know how we can, get it to you so that you can ship them out. Whatever your needs are, put it out there too. So if you know anybody that can support it, definitely can send you some stuff.
Yes, for sure. 1 second, Grace. Just 1 second. Can you wait 1 second? I'm almost off the video. But yeah, so for anyone who wants to support, I will really appreciate it, because trust me, the need in Jamaica is a lot. It's a lot. So I collect lightly used clothing, right? I collect that. I collect food items. As we're talking right now, even today on my birthday, I have someone that drop off a whole bunch of flour, sugar, cornmeal, corned beef, all of these things. They just came and drop it off. So anything that you have that you can actually donate, I would truly appreciate it. They can reach me at 647. I'll put my number in the comments. 647-501-3894. Or they can just shoot me a message in Instagram Messenger. They can just shoot me a message there and I will get it. If they would like to donate something, like anything that is in good condition, I will accept, because there's so much children that don't have like good clothing to wear, shoes, and even food items. That is the most important thing, because a lot of children today, before I close up, I want to share this quick story with you. I just came in contact with this grandmother. Actually the day, it was on Saturday. On Saturday she contacted me, and she was going through depression because her daughter passed away, and her daughter boyfriend passed away. So she was taking care of 3 grandchildren plus 3 children of her own. That is 6 of them she was taking care of by herself. She was struggling. She didn't have food to feed the children. And she was seeking help. She was on Facebook asking for help and nobody would help her. But I came across her and something in my spirit just led me to take up what she was going through upon myself. So what I did that all day, I was online asking for donation and, you know, asking people, can you donate something small towards this family? And believe it or not, in that same day, in less than 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours, I raised the donations and I sent her the funds. She bought enough food to help her and the 6 children. Grace, just 1 second. Oh my goodness, this girl is messing me up. You know, and I was so happy when I saw that night they did not have to go to bed without food, because they have been going to bed without food because they didn't have food. And she's been online crying out for help, but nobody will help them. You know, a lot of time we bypass people because we think that, you know, their situation is not that bad. But those 3 children, the 3 grandchildren, they don't have a father and they don't have a mother. I remember even she told me when she go collect the money, the person asked her, who am I to her? She said, this person is my sister. Like sister in Christ. Because as she prayed, you know, when she prayed, God led her to me. And I reached out without even questioning anything. My spirit was led to go and help them. The little boy, the children are 7, 5, and 3. The 7-year-old one, he sent me a message. I broke down in tears. You know what the little boy said to me? He said, I don't have a mommy, but you took care of me like you're my mommy.
Wow.
You understand? Because sometimes they're in a situation where they feel as if no one cares, no one is there for them. But all of a sudden, someone come in and they help them. You get what I mean? It's like that night, even for the rest of these couple weeks or couple days, they don't have to cry themselves to sleep anymore. She sent me some pictures of the kids them, and when I look at the kids them, I'm telling you, the pain that was in their eyes, it was unbearable. It was so unbearable. And this is one of the reasons why I push myself so much to just try to see how much people I can actually help through this Good Deed Charity program. Because I myself have been through it where I used to go without food. So I know the feeling. And it's not a nice feeling. It's not a nice feeling. But just imagine a child, 7 years old, 5 years old, 3 years old, not having a mother, not having a father, and don't have food. How much more can one person go through? How much more can these children go through? I was happy that I put a smile on their face. And because I did that, my heart, it feels so much joy.
Oh my gosh. Well, I don't even know what to say. It's a lot. There's a lot of people out there that are suffering, you know, and sometimes, yeah, like you said, people are asking for help. And that's what makes people give up on asking for help too, because when people don't, they just turn their backs on them or turn the other way. It's hard. It's hard, but you have to keep the faith.
Because that's one of the things she said to me. She said, I've been asking. No one will help me. No one. And she said, just when I'm about to give up, at one point she said, I don't even know what to do anymore. I felt like I just wanted to kill myself because I can't feed these children and nobody is not helping me. And I said, don't lose hope. We have to keep hope alive. We don't stop trying until we get through. But God was looking at her, and God came through came through for her at the right time. The right time. Because a lot of people commit suicide because they just cannot take it. A lot of people do that. You know, and we live in a world where we're preaching every day that we are our brother's keeper, but how much of us are actually practicing it? How much of us are practicing it? We say that we are, but are we really?
So true.
Anyways,
So true.
I just wanted to share that with you. I just wanted to share that with the world. We are our brother's keeper. Let us see how we can be there for one another. You don't have to be rich to make a difference. I always say that to people. If you can give $5 and that is all you can give, that is okay. That is okay. It's better to give something than not to give anything at all, because it counts. It adds up. That's how I look at life. Thank you so much.
100%. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And God bless you today. And God bless your charity. God bless all the things that you are doing.
Amen.
Big up yourself. You're doing some wonderful things out there. And again, anyhow I can support, I definitely will support you for sure.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was so awesome being here. God bless you.
Yes.
Bye.
Thank you. Enjoy your birthday, okay?
I will. Thank you so much.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. I don't even, hold on, let's see. Oh, okay, guys. Wow. I mean, she only just touched on her story. She didn't even give us the full scoop. But in order to get all of those details, you guys want to make sure you're going to click on her link in Instagram. She's got the Amazon link to her book. Just order the book, read her story. She's doing a lot of inspirational things. She's doing a lot of things just to help and motivate other people. She's very giving. She has a great heart. So you guys want to make sure that you're supporting her, support what she's doing. Thank you, girl. Thank you. And Cemone's story is something that everybody can be inspired and motivated from. There's a whole bunch of different things that we could learn from her story, not only because we may be able to relate to some of the things that she's gone through, but just because of, you know, her faith and what she's been through and how she's pushed through. And you hear her speaking there, so powerful. You know, she's definitely a powerful individual, and her story is extremely phenomenal. So I encourage you guys, make sure you head over to her link, click it, order that book on Amazon, and then support her. If you have anything, or if you know of anybody who has anything that they can support by sending, you know, masks, food, whatever, supplies, that you have out to Jamaica for, you know, people that are in need, you definitely want to make sure that you do that. I love the way she ended off with making sure that we are our brother's keeper, not just saying it, that we actually are our brother's keeper. So we have to be there for one another. Whatever that means for you, just do it. It's okay. Whether it's big, whether it's small, it doesn't matter the amount. Make sure that we're supporting each other in whichever way we possibly can. And it doesn't always have to be financial. Don't always think that you have to support somebody in a financial way, especially right now during this COVID situation. You want to make sure you're calling your family members, reaching out to them, sending them a text, just letting people know that you're there for them, because we don't know what somebody else is going through. It's always important to remember, keeping that at the back of your mind. Everybody is fighting different battles, and everybody is going through something, regardless of whether they're smiling all day in your face. You don't know what silent battles people are facing. So it's really important to make sure that we are expressing our love and gratitude for each other as family members, as friends, co-workers, whatever it is. Spread that love, okay, guys? So I just want to thank you so much for joining the conversation. I appreciate you guys. Yes, her name is Cemone Rowe on Instagram. Click her link, order that book and be encouraged. Be encouraged to support each other. Be encouraged to spread love and share with each other, and just, it's really important to uplift one another. All right, guys. So I will see you next week. Have yourselves a wonderful week, and hopefully we get this sunshine. Like, did you guys see this? Did you take in the sunshine? Yes, all weekend. It was so beautiful. They said it's supposed to rain on Friday, but like I'm all for it. I'm all for this sunshine. So make sure you guys are outside. You are taking it all in, and just enjoy the week. I will see you guys